Anitra, hello.
Hey guys, welcome back to Say What? Reacts, we're back again with another Ateez Journey video. I don't know why I did swimming motion
you're on
with
the
Journey.
wave, baby.
I'm on the waves.
You're on the wave.
Hakuna Matata ya. Oh, oh. Anyway, so we have my hair is looking a little rough. That's okay. It is what it is. We have done we just finished doing Not Okay and discussing what we think about that one. So now we're moving on to work.
Yeah.
I already told him, because obviously this is a storyline journey. I already told him I have no fucking clue. No clue whatsoever. So I'm hoping maybe, sorry, we just got finished eating. We have crumbs all over ourselves.
Bumps out here.
I already told him I have absolutely no fucking clue as far as the journey goes, as far as the storyline goes, where work fits in. I'm clueless. I have
hair in your mouth?
A taco hair in my mouth.
Lovely.
Taco's my cat. Pause.
Just have pause.
Anyway. Pause. Okay, I was saying like pause.
Yeah.
I got what you said. That was funny.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks.
Took me a minute though. Okay. Anyway, punny. That was punny. So yeah, I can't wait to hear what he thinks. And what he says about this one and where it possibly maybe could tie into Eddie. Or is this just something completely new and different?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's go.
Let's get the boy.
I'm so excited about this because let's go. It's like, it's a good song. It's so fun. But like, what the hell is happening?
착착 준비되는 golden plate 이제만 도착 LA to Tokyo 지창의 밖에 고른 시계 classic style 내가 움직이면 뒷다리지 걸기에 어디가 더 튀어나와 break.
Sorry, we've literally been going through the storyline and we've been talking about Guardians this whole time. If I make a move, the Guardians follow me.
There you go.
Oh my god, I've never noticed that until just now. What the? Because low key in the back of my mind, we're about to go. Sorry, pause warnings. Pause warnings here for a reason. Low key in the back of my mind, as we're watching this, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I think this has nothing to do with storyline. Like, it's just so far gone. I think this is just them just having kind of just like a, flex, working hard and flexing.
Yeah.
Type of just fun song.
Right.
But then I see this, if I make a move, the Guardians follow me. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because the whole time I'm like, this probably has nothing to do with storyline. It's probably just a fun one-off. But then I just because I've always heard that line. I know the lyrics to the song, at least, the English lyrics. But like, I haven't discussed Guardians of the storyline for like a year.
There you go.
Until we've been talking about it this whole time.
Yeah.
What the hell? Okay, sorry.
Gotta work, gotta make that money, make purse. Gotta focus, so I make it purr. Keep on refresh when they see me earn. Gotta work, gotta make that money, make purse. Gotta focus, so I make it purr. Gotta get that credit, get purse. Gotta work, gotta make that money, make purse. 아는 영에서 눈의 발전까지 떨굴 일지 우정한 가족이 나는 괜찮다 그냥 기대가요 우리 비행기를 내밀지 연습이 Yeah 너야 이거 마치 다 뒤에 crazy that don't want like me 소변문을 보세요 24시간 다 불사는 줄 관심 없지 내 침묵도 모는 no 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 Gotta work Gotta make that money make first yes Gotta work so I make it burn Keep on whiplash when they see me earn Gotta work Gotta make that money make first Gotta work so I make it burn Gotta get that credit get work Gotta work 플라틱 땡겨 서둘러 금방반 좀 빠져줘 우린 지금 하늘 저 위로 얘기해봐 me where I stand Gotta make that money make purr Money make purr Gotta make that money make purr Money make purr Gotta make that money make
Golden Hour Part 1.
Golden Hour Part 1. That's the new era. Because
Yeah,
Golden
the
Hour
new
Part
arc.
2 just came out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will give you one little tidbit of information. Apparently, there is there's some sort of like Korean, like, not folklore, but like story or something about a guy being hatched from like a golden egg or something like that. Like, and the guy's last name was like Park, and this is Park Sung-hwa. He's the only member with the last name of Park, so he's the one hatching from this golden egg. Anyway, so that's kind of just like a little, you know, little insight to like why is he hatching from a golden egg.
But I mean, that's they have like there's all kinds of stories like that.
Yeah. Okay, so, but you see why, like, they're literally, like, if you look at this first scene, like, you can actually see, 1 second.
Why is he buried?
Oh, I have no fucking clue. But look, all of their golden records are here. Trophy, Billboard #1.
Yeah.
Their Mama Award, I don't know what this is.
Yep, they're still fucking flipping burgers, dog.
Yeah, exactly. They've achieved all this stuff, but they're still here working hard.
Yeah.
Because they still want to strive for more.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that all of this stuff is, like, here in this video. Anyway, so, what do you think is going on? I don't think... I mean, yes, we did see the Guardian line in the lyrics, but the rest of them was just literally about, like, working hard and, like, you know...
Yeah. So bro, this is the brain rot fucking universe, dog.
Yeah,
this is the brain rot universe, because the thing that's most important is money, to the point that they're willing to fabricate it. They're talking all this shit about working, flipping burgers, and all around their accolades, but they're also fucking doing...
making
stupid
fake
petty
money.
crime for nothing.
Yeah, stupid petty crime for what?
For nothing.
Yeah.
For clout.
Well, I mean, they are pirates.
No, I get that.
So, I mean,
no, I get that.
Like,
I get that.
Stupid petty crime, you know.
No, but I feel like in this universe in itself, again, it's not that it's a one-off. These guys, unfortunately, aren't like the problem. You know what I mean? Like, they're not viable. So it's just like, we ain't got to worry about these guys. These guys are burying themselves and riding ostriches and shit. They're fine.
So... not necessarily not part of the storyline, but not Ateez that they're worried about.
Yeah. Not
that the Guardians are worried about
just,
necessarily.
Yeah.
They're like, they're not messing with us. We're fine.
Right. Or it's like there's nothing viable. These guys aren't trying to. They're so full of themselves and their material desire that they don't even care about the world that they live in. You know what I mean? So it's like there's nothing of use to get from these guys. We don't have to stop them. They're their own worst enemy. You know what I mean? Because that's how I look at it. Because it's like he's buried, but he can still like play the flute.
Yeah,
and it's funny.
Which was
it's
actually
like,
a clarinet sound. Which
or like an oboe. It was definitely It was definitely not a flute.
Yeah, but that was the only thing that worked with the hands.
For sure. But again, it's just like if they're willing, because that's also like showing a little bit of like homeboy kicking his own homeboy out of the car. You know what I mean? They're willing to fuck each other over.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like
So the Guardians don't have to worry about these guys
because these guys are going to destroy themselves.
And money is the root of all evil. Yeah.
And their pursuit of money is obviously like bigger.
Yeah.
Than this particular group's connection to each other.
I think it's like two ways of looking at it, because you can also like look at like literally like I mean, people will play the song on their way to work, like work. Money make
for
purse,
sure,
you know.
for sure.
So it is like a very motivating song, because you
definitely
do have to put in the hard work to get where you need to go and do what you need to do. But then again, you know, if we look at this and we put it into storyline perspective, and we look at it that way, then I see what you're saying. Like they're like, you know, they're kind of
They're on this money shit.
They're
not
fucking
even
with each other.
They're not even ready.
Yeah.
They're not even ready. Because you have other ATs that are
They're
fired.
clueless
That they're
as far
fighting like
as
tyranny.
storyline.
Yeah, they're fighting tyranny. They're fighting like injustice and all this other shit. This ATs is a part of the problem. The quality of the food, they don't give a shit. None of them, they're not washing their hands. They're blowing shit all on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys don't care.
They're making it so hot that it's not even going to be edible. He's putting so many chilies in it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He doesn't care. They don't care. They're like pranksters. But like I said, this is like
that's what it seems like. Yeah, like they're like little pranksters
this
or
is
something.
This is like Gen Alpha, Gen Z, brain rot. These guys don't care. They don't care. They're just chasing.
I mean, they
money.
do care because but they care maybe for the wrong things.
No. What their priority is all material to the extent of that. Like, they lack integrity. That all they want is money that they're willing to like.
To make it to
counterfeit it
and
if you don't know
to steal
the problem,
to take the golden goose that's gonna give you the goose that's gonna give you the golden eggs. What's up with the Willy Wonka?
What do you mean?
Willy Wonka Mingy.
Oh yeah.
What is that about?
Because Willy Wonka's a con man. Willy Wonka can't be trusted. Remember back to the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka? He comes out with the cane and he falls. He does a somersault and he stands up.
Whee.
But it's to let you know that nothing is what it seems. And at the end of the day, I am a businessman. And he does all this wild, nasty shit to all the people. He lays down very clear and concise rules. Do this and you might get my factory. Everybody breaks the rule, including Charlie.
Yeah.
And everybody gets fucked. And he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he will exploit people. He'll exploit a whole indigenous race. He'll fucking let children die on his property and be televised. And he just wants his money and he wants to get out. That's what the Willy Wonka is the like embodiment of that. Like, I will do whatever I have to do to get this money. There is no moral, there's no dignity, there's no nothing. I will do what I have to do to get this money.
Interesting. Because I always wondered, I'm like, why Willy Wonka Mingy? I'm confused.
Well, Willy Wonka is an opinion because it's like, if you think about it as a wild man, but who he is as a character, he's very deceiving. And his primary is capital, is money. That's all he cares about. So he's let everybody know. He's done the business professional integrity to an extent.
Yeah. Don't
wander from the group. Don't eat anything I tell you not to eat. Mind your business and stay in line.
And none of them can follow the rules.
And none of them can follow the rules. And they all suffered the consequences of that. And it's not technically his fault.
Yeah.
Because he let them know.
Because he let them know from the beginning.
You know what I mean?
It's like, well.
Yep. You did this to yourself.
You did it.
And then back to like the counterfeit thing. The reason why counterfeit money is such a big thing is because you can literally like cripple economies. Because the money's not real. Yeah. So it's like you're making transactions like, and they're willing to just be like, we will ruin the global economy as long as we're on top. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Interesting. And what about them like mining for the gold and stuff?
Because they're utilizing every aspect. You know what I mean?
They're gonna get it from every angle.
From every angle, and this is a cute way of just like how mining is like bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because they're exploiting all resources, not just people. They're willing to like tear up the earth. Yeah. They obviously don't have a budget to put in like a wrecker or whatever, but this is what this implies, that they're all like willing to do whatever they can. Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Interesting. Yeah. So it's more like almost like morals, like type of thing.
And they have none. Yeah. And the biggest
not them as people. By the way, this is what you can see happening in the video.
And this video is so ridiculous. It's the only way. So ridiculous. It's the only way that you can tell that story. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's the only way you can actually tell that story to separate themselves, to be like, yo,
right. This isn't really us.
Yeah. And it's also a good like of the storyline in itself. Like we're attached to all the other guys. Like we're interested in how they got there, what's gonna happen. Yeah. What's this big but these guys, they're like these guys are dickheads. You know what I mean? Like they're clowns, like whatever. And they do a good job of like separating that, and then like fighting the money kaiju. Like that's what they're trying to conquer. Yeah. Whoever has the money has the power.
The money monster. Yeah. Fighting the money monster.
Yeah, and we're not even dominating, and that's pretty much like eludes the whole thing. It's not really the hard work. All that really amounts to like whoever has the money has the power. But they're creating the counterfeit. You know what I'm saying? So like they're doing everything they can, and they're not gonna like they'll ruin that whole city. Trying to get the money monster.
It's like, do you really have the power? Because it's all just fake at the end of the day, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. But that's what's also nice is because like these guys are disconnected from everything, and that's all the other timelines. Like this is what they're so focused on. One, that's why the Guardians don't give a shit. Yeah. But then two, it's just like this is a reflection as a whole, right? Because it's art and the message is bigger than just what is being conveyed. So it's like with all the timelines that we've seen and everybody's going through all these things and how on these great journeys, these fucking dickheads are doing, they're lying, cheating, stealing, conniving, don't care. They don't care about the earth, about people. You saw all those soups. You can't eat that.
You saw
your
those
butthole
soups?
will fall out. That's mean.
You saw those soups? I can't. That was hilarious.
Yeah, man.
That's funny. Well, actually, I'm really glad that you said all this stuff because, like, I'm like, what is happening? Yeah. And that, like, that makes me, like, see what's going on in the video and into, like, this whole other perspective, which I think sounds very valid.
We can think of the video starts with one of them buried to the neck. And they're all... And
well, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
Like, why did they bury Jung-ho?
Because maybe he said something. And he was like, you know what? I don't feel right about this shit. And I'm just like, oh, yeah? We'll see about that when you neck deep in the desert.
Maybe. They're like, you gonna comply now?
Yeah.
Get with it.
Right.
Maybe that's why he starts playing. He's like, okay, so he
you
starts
still
playing the
need
flute.
me. No, you still need me.
Well, yeah,
you still
maybe,
need me.
yeah.
I'm still viable.
Yeah. That's so funny.
But again, like with the whole game over, kicking him out the car
the
and stuff.
wasted part.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of just, like you said, like kind of screwing each other over here in a way. Yeah. And
but again, like with the oil, the gold, like nobody is safe. The planet's not safe. They're willing to exercise and exhaust every avenue that they can to get their money.
Yeah.
These guys, this version of Ateez are the bad guys in their universe. Like but they're charming. They're fun. They're handsome, but they're deviants.
They're deviants.
Menaces to society.
Okay, you can't find me where I stand. Interesting.
But this shit could also be chess. Maybe one of them got to it and they're just like, we got you, bro. Because if they can get all the money in their universe, maybe they can figure out like how the chroma works. Because it's all at the end of the day, because there's all those things are like overlapping. But that's the thing, like heroes aren't necessarily good. Necessarily inherently good.
All the time.
You know what I mean? Like you need...
Sometimes the hero has to do something bad in order to make good happen.
Right,
I got you.
In ZATs, the videos before this, those guys were doing all kinds of wild shit.
Yeah.
But they had they were anti-heroes at best, but we knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But these guys are playing, like, leaned into the villain super hard.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was really fun.
Yeah, it's a really fun video.
Definitely opened my eyes a bit more on the video,
that's a really
on
fun
like
video.
how to look at it for sure. And it does make sense. So yeah, that's so fun. I love doing this. Okay, I love you guys a whole bunch. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts. Did you think about it that way? Do you kind of see this in a new light now? Did you have any different thoughts than what was going on in the video? Let us know in the comments down below. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.